Hey guys, so this is gonna be me talking about myself, some viewpoints and stuff like that. Now, I am 27. Been living here in Denmark all those years. Was born here, but English or American rather have always been a huge part of my life. I don't watch Danish movies that much because I don't like them. So when I watch an English spoken movie, I do it without subtitles on it because for me subtitles just ruins the movie. First time I watch a movie, I will always be staring at the goddamn subtitles. Next movie, I'll be staring at the actual movie. The third time, I'll be staring at the background. So yeah, with subtitles on, I have to watch a movie 3 times to get the whole picture of it. So, and I did spend a whole summer on the Yahoo Messenger just talking to Americans. And that pretty much pissed my teachers off because I wasn't speaking English, like British English anymore. Not at all. I always got that comment through my head like, that ain't English, it's American, you can't use that. And yeah, she kept saying that for a whole year, yet when I went up for the final exam, I got the highest grade possible. Right, with the annotation, if you will, that I speak a lot of Americans, but you know how to do the pronunciations. So it was like a full-blown victory for me and a slap in the face for her. So that's kind of cool. And I've never, ever at any point felt at home here in Denmark. Never had that sensation. Every time I see a picture of Scotland or even the South, you know, and when I say the South, I do mean American South. I just got this urge to like, I want to go there. I want to move there. I want to live there, spend my life, die there, you know? And also, about kids, I don't want Danish-speaking kids. I want English-speaking kids. So that's also a huge thing for me, and part of my hatred for Denmark, if you will. That I've never ever had that feeling home here thingy. So, and I also find Denmark to be, we are a big cliche, right? The world uses this postcard happy thing, but we got so much working in the corners. It's just like, oh. Within the last few years, we have had a boost up in killings and stabbings and shit. Just last night, a girl got gang raped here in Denmark. I haven't heard about that before. It's like, well, what? Okay, so this country's going AWOL. We're going down the freaking drain. Our politicians keep stepping on us. And luckily, I do have free speech, even though some people would have us shut the fuck up, basically. but I don't care. I'm gonna speak my mind. I will never stop speaking my mind because freedom of speech is, I think we all should be entitled to have, and no one should step on it. Whether that be, well, yeah, no one should. Right? I don't care if, hell, people can say what they want. Whether that be Nazis, KKK, or whatever, I don't care. Everyone is entitled to have their own opinion. But yes, there will always be people who disagree with you. But that's life. Same as you will always find a job where there's always going to be that one person that ticks you off. And that's life. We can't do anything about it, but yes, it's irritating as shite, but nothing we can do. That's just how it is. Same with the laws here in Denmark. I would love to see them change, but I can't do anything about it because our government doesn't listen to us. Doesn't really, well, they don't give a damn about us. Some of the laws that are pressing through here are just insane. For years they've been bitching about people not getting an education, yet they keep taking money away from the schools, even from the students, because here we can get SU. It's what do you want to call it? I don't really know the English word for it, but it's like being on the dole. It's except it's for when you're taking sorry about that. An education, you get a certain amount of money, but they keep shortening it down, making people really like if you have a school day and you have to work 3 or 4 hours after that in one job and have to take night shift even, it's gonna take you down because you need money to even have your freaking home run around just to be in school. That's not cool. That's why I haven't done it, or I don't got an education on, also because of ADHD. I got stressed out by the fact that there weren't money enough, the time and the homework and yeah. So it's just insane sometimes what happens. And also with the elderlies and even handicapped and children. It's like those people shouldn't be stepped upon. Right? The elders are our, well, we are their future. Our children are our future. And handicaps, well, shouldn't be. Well, those guys should really have whatever they need, in my opinion. Right? My sister was born handicapped, and she gets bullied in school, and I really just want to go to her school and kick those kids. You know, really give them a good beating for being so narrow-mindedly and stupid. Whenever I see someone who needs my help, I'm gonna give it to them. Whether that be opening the door so they can get their wheelchair in, or someone needs to cross the street. Alright, old or child, I don't care. I'll help. And yeah, I do know that there is this thing going in the whole mind of the whole world that if a guy talks to a small girl, you're a pedophile. And I find that just insane. Like, if I see a small girl, or boy for that matter, standing in the street crying, I am gonna go ask where his mom and dad is. If he doesn't know, I'm gonna call the cops, have them help. But well, that's probably my dangerous mentality going in there. But yeah, I just find it rude not to help. I do understand some places in the States it's really a bad idea to stop and help people who are, you know, got their car in the side of the road because you could be robbed, shot, or whatnot. So I understand that, but here in Denmark it's like, why the hell aren't you stopping? And said before also, it is required by law that if someone's been injured in a crash, you do have to stop unless there is an ambulance or a car or at least 2 cars there. So you know that the persons are getting help. And I find that law to be one of the best laws in Denmark in my mind. Okay. So yeah. Oh, I'm smoking a lot here. Yeah, stated before also, I am going to move as soon as I can because I'm sick and tired of Denmark. And currently fighting between whether I should move to the south or if I should move to Scotland. Because I am, after all, Viking, and Scotland for me is, it's I don't know, it got a huge nature side to it, and when I say Scotland, I mean the highland, not the lowlands. I want to wake up looking at mountains, valleys, and all that. It would just be, ooh, yeah. But I also know this: if I move to the States, I'm basically gonna use the Second Amendment as much as I can. Alright, if I move to a state where I have the right to open carry, I'm gonna do it. Hell, I would even go so far as carrying a sword around every single day. So, just because I can't do it here. And then like MAD also said in his shout out to me that when you live in a country, you don't really think about how the rest of the world got it. Like what laws, kind of type of laws we got. Like you guys can be pissed off at your gun laws, and I fully understand it. But yet, here in Denmark, having a gun here is a freaking privilege. Like if you got a gun, it's like, whoa, you got a gun? Oh my god, can I see it? You know, it's not normal, and I find that to be baffling. Yeah, really love it if we could have guns here, but there are just so many people who's stupid and everyone might go like, oh, guns are evil. If we gave guns, we're gonna be like the States. It's like, yeah, when you say that, you're only thinking about, you know, where the shit really goes down, like in Brooklyn, whole of New York, L.A. and all that, where there are a lot of shootings. But you don't think about the states where there aren't any, where people are living in peace, where you just go out with your family to a shooting range or your freaking backyard and fire off a couple rounds, having fun, doing a picnic, doing a barbecue. You never ever see that picture here. It's always on the big cities. It's always on all the shit going down, and I'm just sick of that. I've had it to here with it. Alright, it's oh, because I know there's so much more to the states than what the rest of the world sees. Right? It's always about, of course, what I just told you, and about the war and all that. And oh man, me in the army, dude. I hail the United States Army. Okay, those guys are true warriors, fighting for the countries, giving themselves for the countries. We have our soldiers in Iraq too, wherever the hell they are, and it's like we never hear about it. We never ever have that support the troops going on here in Denmark. It's always about like, oh, someone got shot, they found a car bomb. I was like, yeah, sure, but what about all the good stuff we really do for the people and all that? Never hear about it. It's always about the negative side of the war, and yeah, it's just, it's stupid. Okay, and yes, I do get emotional when I talk about this, and I will always state my mind about stuff like this. And I can see I'm running 12 minutes here, so if you kept to this here, I really appreciate it. Okay, because I just wanted to get my mind out. Wanted to tell you people how, well, what my feelings truly are in Denmark. And sometimes thinking about the laws we got here and what you guys got and how we were stepped upon it, I get to the brink where I'm going to burst out into tears. For really feeling like I can do nothing here. Okay, I'm being held back, and yeah, I am a Dane, but still, part of me is a goddamn redneck, or I'll always be that. So, yeah. Well, I hope one day I'll find myself in the States, having a family, being happy, well knowing I will never, ever go back to Denmark. So, guys and girls, remember what you got. Be proud of it, and don't ever, ever let it be like it is here.